Undoubtedly, the Belogradchik Rocks are one of the unique natural phenomena not only in Bulgaria and Europe, but also on a global scale. In 2009, in a competition to select the new 7 natural wonders of the world, they ranked among the 77 finalists, out of 260 participating natural sites. Legends tell about the bizarre rock formations and the Coleto fortress, guarding the memory of its past inhabitants. Learn more or rediscover with us this small part of Bulgaria's exceptional natural and cultural heritage. The Belogradchik Rocks are rock formations in the western pre-Balkans, at the southern foot of the Belogradchik Range. Around Belogradchik and the villages of Borovitsa, Chiflik and Prauzda in the Vidin region and the village of Belotintsi, Montana region. They were declared a natural landmark in 1949. They are included in the list of the 100 national tourist sites. They are included in the Red Book of Bulgaria as a vulnerable natural habitat. The Belogradchik Rocks are a system of rock groups and single rock outcrops. They are located along the length of the Belogradchik Fault in the western pre-Balkans along a stretch of 30 kilometers with a width of up to 3 to 5 kilometers, included between the Vidin Peak, located in the Vidin mountain ridge, and the surroundings of the village of Belotintsi. These are natural rock formations, in places up to 200 meters high, formed over hundreds of millions of years. They are composed of sedimentary rocks of sand and various, often large, rock fragments covered by calcareous sediments. Water erosion, wind and temperature fluctuations have modeled various rock figures resembling mythical creatures, human silhouettes, animals and birds. Their reddish color is obtained from the iron oxides and hydroxides. Additional coloring of the rocks is given by the gray and green limestones. Teeth, sheer rock walls, chasms. Rock columns surround natural fortresses used by people over the centuries. Over 100 caves have been formed in the sandstone and limestone. The vegetation on the rocks is poorly developed. The following types of higher plants are found: rock aurelia, recumbent sandwort, northern doormat, stag's bell, bald hornbeam, field hornbeam, walwort, forest fescue. Large flowered thinleg, ciliated pearl, crested plantain, common sedge, white fat, Spanish tea lustiger, marble fathead, veneer rock, lilac and others. Many of the rocks have fantastic shapes and are the subject of legends. They are often named after people or objects they resemble or remind. The rock formations of the Belogradchik Rocks consist of 3 main rock groups. 4 kilometers east of Belogradchik lies the 4th group, which includes the Latin Gate and the Lepenishki Pesh Cave. The Belogradchik Rocks are made of variegated Triassic sandstones and conglomerates. The joint of the sandstones is clay or quartz. They are rich in hematite pigment, which is responsible for the rust to dark red color. Conglomerates are composed of well-rounded walnut to fist-sized chunks of rock with a sandy or clayey joint. Layering is unclear. The layers are thick and red in color. They occupy the central part of the Belogradchik anticline. The highly fractured Triassic strata, which have varying resistance, have been subjected to prolonged weathering. It has penetrated deep along the vertical cracks and has distinguished the rock forms. The fifth group of rocks lies between the villages of Gheorghic and Belotintsi. At the end of the Paleozoic, about 230 million years ago, in the area where the Belogradchik rocks rise today, sandy marl rocks were layered. Later they were flooded by the sea, at the bottom of which sand, gravel and clay were deposited. Over time, these materials were connected by a sand-clay joint. Thus, conglomerates and sandstones were obtained. The reddish color is due to iron oxides and hydroxides. As a result of the young alpine tectonic cycle, the complex was folded and exposed on land, with the Belogradchik region falling into the center of a large fissure. Under the influence of water, winds and temperature fluctuations, the limestones of these parts have broken down and exposed the highly fractured conglomerates. Thus, for millions of years, nature has sculpted from the formless stone sculptures of mythical creatures, people, animals and birds. More than 100 caves were formed in the sandstone and limestone. These rock columns form a natural fortress whose defensive potential has been exploited since ancient times. Today, the Belogradchik rocks extend for approximately 30 kilometers. Length, 3 to 5 kilometers. Width and up to 200 meters. Height. The most majestic rocks surround Belogradchik: the Madonna, the Horseman, the Monks, the Schoolgirl, the Lion, the Bear, Adam and Eve, the Castle. From the terrace of the famous Mislan-Kamak province, you can observe the endless panorama of precipices, rocks, chasms, lush meadows and cool valleys with clear streams, and far away in the blue are the peaceful outlines of Stara Planina. The flora around the rocks includes many endemics specific to the Balkans and recorded in the Red Book of Bulgaria. The animal world is represented by a golden eagle, an owl, a small vulture, a black stork, a wolf, a wild boar, a red deer, a roe deer, a sleepy owl and others.